Hi, family. Hi, sis. Hope you're all doing well considering the circumstances. Sharon and I are very sorry that we can't be with you today to honor Sherman and to pay our respects to him. He was a great Southern gentleman and one of a kind. I have lots of memories of Sherman. I can't remember any of them, but I have a few that stand out in my mind. I do remember your wedding in Tennessee. It wasn't very interesting for a 5-year-old. Didn't like the wedding at all. Wanted to get out of there. And as soon as the wedding was over, for some reason, we all jumped in cars and we chased you through the woods of Tennessee. I always thought, if you're trying to get away, why did they tie all the tin cans to the back of your car? If we couldn't find you, we could certainly hear you. But I remember that very distinctly. I have no idea what was going on when I was 5 years old. I remember the summer that you worked in Northern California for the forestry department. You and Sherman were to man a lookout station to look for fires. It was on top of a mountain about 5 miles from the middle of nowhere. And for some reason, somebody had the smart idea that I would really enjoy being up there with you for a week. And I'll have to admit, the first 20 minutes was great. After that, it was very boring. Sitting in this little house, so to speak, looking out over the forest to see if there was any smoke coming up. It wasn't much fun. Not as much fun as I thought it was going to be. After about 3 days, I grabbed your dog Tipper and I decided that we were going to walk home. It was only about 40 miles. And in my mind, that was only going to take about an hour, maybe a little bit more. Thankfully, Sherman showed a lot of grace and let me walk a mile in the hot Northern California summer. Came down after about a mile, picked the dog and I up and took us back to the lookout station. Not sure if he was after Tipper or after me. I've always been confused by that. But I did enjoy the remainder of the time. It was sure a lot better than walking down that dirty road. Next recollection comes from Santa Ana when you lived there. There was a big fruit tree in the backyard, and Sherman was going to introduce me to a brand new fruit. I've never had it before. I was probably 12, 13, 14 years old. And we walked out in the backyard. He picked this big green fruit off the tree, and he says, "You're going to love this." We went in the house. We took the skin off of it and cut it in half and took this huge seed out of it. And he gave me half, and he said, "Just take a big bite. It's great." It took me about 20 years to get over the trauma of eating an avocado. I've never had one before, and I didn't like it at all. It was terrible. Now, of course, I love it, and I thank Sherman for introducing me to avocado. I had a phone call with Sherman about a couple months ago. True to his nature, he told me a joke. I'd heard the joke before from Sherman, probably 20 times. But he so enjoyed telling the jokes, and he so enjoyed hearing people laugh and to watch them laugh. But Sherman always got the best laugh. He always laughed. That was a great memory of Sherman, one that I'll never, ever forget. And I'm sure that in heaven, if we're going to be telling jokes, I haven't read we're not going to, that Sherman will have the longest line with people lined up to hear one of Sherman's jokes. I wish you all the best today. Take care, and we've lost a great gentleman. Thank you.